All right. Hello. This is Josh Cooley with Rieger Coaching and Consulting. Wow. Well, here we are. Lots of change in the last couple of weeks. As coaches and consultants and business owners, we are looking for answers and we're looking for strategies moving forward. And so one thing we want to offer our clients in this time is us reaching out to business professionals and advisors to tell us what's going on. Today, we've got Mark Gregory, who is on the state level and the director of the SBA. We are going to go through a little bit longer conversation with Mark next week. But for now, we'd like to just prep you with the opportunity that we've got. And Mark, if you tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Well, Mark Gregory, State Director with the Oregon Small Business Development Center Network. I've been working with small businesses and in small business for about 30 years now. Within the Small Business Development Centers, we are the country's largest business assistance outreach of the Small Business Administration, as well as in agreements with Business Oregon. So I work with state legislators, as well as congressional members, as well as private sector and various partners throughout the state of Oregon and throughout the country. But my work has really started as a small business owner. I've actually been a restaurant chain owner in Alaska for a period of time. And as a part of that, counseled thousands of hours, over 10,000 hours in business advising with small businesses. So I've been both in the trenches on the side of the desk of the advisor and on the side of the desk as a banker, but also on the small business side of things. And so definitely right now, as a part of a task force that I sit on, the governor's coronavirus economic advisory council, we're dealing with top business leaders, top labor union leaders, and top government leaders to try to understand what the impacts of these closures will be. And quite frankly, there's so much information coming forward right now, it's hard to disseminate it all and understand which is accurate.
Exactly.
So a lot of our work will be to understand that. I think there's kind of three stages of deployment. We're in an information kind of a stage right now with some levels of trying to provide some assurances, even though that's challenging. And then in a second phase, I think we're going to be looking at actual resource deployment, and in a third stage, trying to intermix a lot of planning and response.
Great. So this is wild, and I see a lot of people trying to do so much and they don't know what to do, which direction to go. So many questions. I mean, if you could give us three maybe top strategies that we can go into a little bit further next week, what would those three things be for a small business in a time like this?
Good question. I think the first is don't panic. Right now, there's a tendency to do that, and media feeds on a lot of that, and we're all seeing that. The second point is negotiate well. What we recognize is while we have agreements, a lot of agreements are going to need to change because these are unforeseen circumstances. So don't panic, negotiate well. And finally, look for the opportunities amidst the challenges.
Yes.
I think that this online environment, what we're using today, certainly the online that we've had available to us, but we may not all have used as effectively, is becoming more important.
Very true. Okay, so we can dive more into those specifically next week on our call. And then any questions you have, they can be for your business in real estate. It can be for a colleague you have or a client you have that is a small business owner. And we'd encourage you to share that with them, even have them watch it with you. Any questions you send in to us before next week, we'll prep Mark. And we'll bring you some answers and help with these next steps. Because as you know, and we know, it could be a difficult time. No, we don't know. All we can do is gather information and make sure we're ready. So look forward to seeing you next week, and let's go.
Thanks very much.
Thank you.